Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, your Bostonian sentinel, your steward of Gundor, your genius, billionaire, playboy, basic YouTuber philanthropist, SuperCliff. And please, if you enjoy what you see/hear, then hit that like and subscribe button, for every little bit helps in this YouTubing world. And today, we'll be covering Star Wars Bounty Hunters, issue number 5, written by Ethan Sachs and drawn by this beautiful person. Names are hard, and our story begins with a flashback many years ago on the ocean planet of Glee Anselm, where we see a young Nakano Lash doing what kids do, murdering adults. I mean, no. No. Lash is venturing throughout the nearby jungles, only to come across a group of Anselmi extremists, similar to the Proud Boys, but in alien format. Fortunately, Lash's mother rushes over to defend her daughter from the threat, providing Lash the chance to escape. But sadly, both of Nakano Lash's parents are killed in the process. Hours later, a pair of Nautiloans come across a terrified Nakano Lash. Back in present day, we pick up from where issue 4 last ended. Boba frickin' Fett had just straight up murdered Toanga, and it appears that Nakano Lash is about to be next. Lash declares to Fett that though she knows well enough that the bounty hunter is angry with her, there's no way in 99 hells will she simply allow Fett to hurt the girl. Boba Fett scoffs at Nakano Lash's care for the child's well-being, as Lash reveals to Fett that the child can bring peace to both Mortar Whales and the Unbroken Clan syndicates, ending their timeless war for good. But Boba Fett doesn't give a singular fuck. For Boba Fett only cares about one thing in this galaxy, and that's his reputation. Side note, I wonder how Boba feels about his reputation in The Mandalorian Season 2. Can't wait, but I digress. Luckily, Valance is ready to rumble, as we see the cyborg bounty hunter tackle Boba off to the side, and as the two bounty hunters duke it out, Valance mentions that he has a code against killing fellow bounty hunters. However, he doesn't mind kicking one's ass. Unfortunately, Boba Fett is pretty slick when it comes to close combat. Damn it. That was one time, as Fett kicks Valance away, calling him a stupid droid. Now hold up, check it. Valance throughout the series has been called a droid way too many times. Thereby, enough is enough, as Valance surges up a blast full of energy and directly shoots it at Boba Fett, declaring that he is not a droid, sending the badass bounty hunter over the ship's railing. As Valance makes sure that Fett is out of commission, he is unfortunately taken by surprise, as Fett jetpacks upward to punch Valance in the face, allowing enough time for Boba to tag Valance with a bioenergy disruptor, taking Valance out of the fight. Nakano Lash pleads with Corellia to use the escape pod, but Corellia is unwilling to do so. But unfortunately, girl, you have a great future ahead of you. And in regards to Lash, as we found out in the previous issue, Nakano Lash is dying. And just as the two are about to say goodbye, Boba interrupts the sad farewell, as he prepares to settle an old debt. We then undergo another flashback, back in the day on Corellia, the day when the mission went to shit. Rather, this time, we're getting Boba and Valance's point of view, after Lash had just killed their client, with Toanga radioing the current situation. And what's interesting here is that apparently Valance and Fett actually had no idea that the place they were attacking was an Unbroken Clan sanctuary. Therefore, in an effort to protect his reputation, Boba prepares to fire down upon Nakano Lash. But Valance isn't going to simply stand by and watch Fett take out his mentor. Hell no. So Valance ends up jumping Fett, causing Fett to misfire, killing Toanga as a result. In response, Fett headbutts Valance to the ground, leaving the cyborg bounty hunter behind as he jump packs off to make his escape. After everyone leaves Valance behind in the hands of the Unbroken Clan, the poor guy spends hours being tortured by General Vakora, and it appears that General Vakora is the one whom is scheduled to meet with Lash in regards to Caladia. However, though Caladia is the daughter of Corinthia of the Unbroken Clan, the general has no desire to take Caladia in alive. Back on Lash's ship, Boba is now duking it out with Nakano Lash, and it's bloody intense. I mean crap, things are escalating so bad that Fett even pulls Lash's tentacle hair. And I mean wow, that's just pushing it. But it gets worse, as Boba then takes out a knife and stabs Lash in the stomach. But before Boba Fett can finish the job, Valance is back in action, baby, as we witness Fett getting knocked in the head. And yet Boba Fett responds by using his flamethrower. Suddenly, shit starts popping even further, as General Vakora and her group of Unbroken Clan members arrive, only to begin firing upon Nakano Lash's ship. Now, luckily for Boba Fett, dude's got a jetpack, and having made sure that Lash's stab wound is fatal, Fett is confident enough to abandon ship, knowing that the debt is paid. Valance tries to lift the rubble that's trapping Lash, but to no avail. It's here where Lash gives Valance one final tip, as she tells Valance the story of when she was a young girl, how her parents were killed by extremists, only for her to be sold to a guild where she had to grow up as a monster. However, with Valance's help, Khaldea doesn't have to suffer that same fate, for she can unite the syndicates together as one, ending the cycle of war. And it's with that where the teacher and the student say farewell, with Valance taking Lash's rifle to go. Once Valance rushes aboard the Broken Wing, we see Khaldea already strapped in and ready to go, as she points out to Valance that she ain't no baby. And that's what's up. After Lash's sacrifice and the duo are able to escape the destruction, Khaldea wonders on what happens next, with Valance responding, saying that he knows a person who can help. Star Wars Bounty Hunters issue number 5 was an awesome issue. Everything from the action and the characters was totally on point. Seeing Valance and Lash take on Boba Fett was sort of like watching a final boss battle. Shout out to Fett for being a badass mofo, but the real MVP for this issue is totally Nakano Lash. Having that flashback of a young Nakano Lash basically losing her childhood was really sad, but it did such a great job in showing us, the readers, as to why Nakano was so willing to die for Khaldea. Also, just her and Khaldea's relationship in general is great. And I really dig how Khaldea is now the stand-in for a young Nakano Lash, a young girl who still has a chance to have a great life. I'm really interested in seeing how her and Valance deal with one another in future issues, and I'm really hyped to see Forlom and Zuckuss show up in issue 6. Star Wars Bounty Hunters issue number 5 gets a 9 out of 10. Giggity goo. Alright.